You're on mute, Mohit.
Thank you, Shweta, for the lovely introduction. So before starting, I will give a quick company introduction and then we will jump on to the today's topic. So Nemetschek was founded by Sir George Nemetschek, and it was founded in 1963. The establishment has a non-profitable foundation and is a promoter of education, science, art, and culture. Nemetschek advocates open BIM standards and interoperability. We provide software solution across life cycle of a building, right from planning to design and to construct. The software are developed by market pioneers and who understand the pain and the challenges of the area. Nemetschek spend almost 24% of the revenue in research and development. And we have also done a significant development in AI, which you will be evident in future. Nemetschek cater across 14 strong solutions and 4 segments: architecture, engineering, construction, and operation. And it is approx a 1 billion company. This data is from 2023. This year data is yet to come. And we have several million users worldwide and 3,600 employees. So these are all the solutions which Nemetschek offers. So like there are 14 solutions. So under planning and design, we have Allplan, Graphisoft, Risa, Solibri, Vectorworks, Freelo, and Sia. These are the designing software. Then in build and construct, we have Bluebeam and Nevaris. Under operate and manage, we have Crim Solution and Spacewell. Under media and entertainment, we have Maxon. And if you see the horizontal table, we have a digital twin business units also like DR Office and DayTwin. In India, we have brought 6 solutions. So under architectural segment, we have Vectorworks and ArchiCAD, which are used for concept design, schematic design, landscape, interior. Risa it comes under engineering, which is a software used for structural and load analysis. Under construction, we have SDS2 and Allplan, which are used for concrete and steel detailing respectively. We also have Bluebeam, which is a document management software, and Solibri is a rule-based checking software. So now I'll jump on to the today's topic, that is SDS2. And today we are going to explore more about the latest release, that is SDS2 Indian region. So SDS2 is a leading providing software of steel detailing, which has fabrication intelligence and connection design, automated connection design. And this is a very old company. SDS2 was founded in 1981 and it has been in the market from last 43 years. SDS2 got merger with Allplan, basically the Nemetschek group in 2022. So these are all this, steel buildings where SDS2 can be used. If you say commercial, industrial, platform, pipe rack, rails, custom homes, mixed use, and oil and gas or anything, if you talk about steel, SDS can be used for steel detailing. Now, moving further, I just want to place a quick poll. So Shweta, can you?
Yes, Mohit. So is the first poll visible on your screens?
Yes.
Okay, we are getting responses.
So the first poll is about are you working on Indian projects like the Indian profile? So you just have to say whether you're working or no.
82% have said no to this question, Mohit.
Okay, so we can move forward. So, with the establishment of Nemetschek India, we are excited to introduce SDS2 to Indian market. And so we have integrated all the Indian profile catalogs and the design codes, especially for the SDS2 Indian region. So we have IS 800 standards for general construction in steel code of practices. Then we have IS 4923 for hollow steel sections. We have IS 808 for hot rolled steel like beam, column, channel, and angles. We have IS 1173 for hot rolled and slit T bars. Then we have IS 1161 for steel tubes. Then we have IS 1239 for steel tubes, tubular and rough steel fittings. Then we have Tata and Jindal sections also, which are present in Indian version. So this is just a small video to showcase how now we can import Indian profiles into SDS. So if you see the toolbox command there, there is a new toolbox that is all plan profile catalog. So I'll just play this video. So now when you open the all plan profile catalog, you just have to tell what is the repository and what is the job number, and you have just have to select the code or the region. We have 16 regions added into this. So you can either select one by one and then you can import it, or you can also select the particular profiles which you want. Once you press import, the profiles will directly get imported into your SDS software. So now we are selecting the individual profiles. If the profiles are already imported, they will not be copied twice. So there is no duplication. So as you go into shapes and properties, here you can find all the imported profiles. So you can see these are Brazilian profiles which are imported into the sample model. So now it will be visible and can be used into the project. So now I'll first give an introduction about SDS. What are the capabilities of SDS? So the first key feature of SDS is SDS has a connection design, and for Indian region, we have IS 800 code. Then SDS has a fabrication intelligence. SDS has automated piece marking. We are going to cover all these topics in coming slides. Then SDS for India, we have only one unit, that is Ultimate, and we have a provision of free viewer. Then SDS provides a hyperlink drawings. SDS has better quality of export than other detailing softwares. SDS in SDS, you have a status display feature, which is basically a filtration option. Then integration and partnership, you can see SDS has integration with most of the market popular softwares. Then SDS has a feature of live user modeling. SDS has of option for direct plugins for doing complex geometries and adding miscellaneous style. And SDS also have a cloud collaboration platform, which is called as BIM Plus. So now we'll go one by one. So the first feature was connection design. So whenever SDS is designing any connection, SDS consider all these parameters before designing a connection. So SDS consider the connection supposed to be constructible. It's supposed to be rectable. The user has the complete control. He can like apply all the connection with one single go through auto standard connections. And if the connection is applied through SDS, user has the full control. He can change and modify the connection if and then required. All the connections are also backup with the calculation report. So before generating any connection, SDS consider the project specification, fabrication preferences, loads, steel sections of those region, then framing situation, and then it generates the connection. So this is the scenarios I just want to discuss with you. So you can see this is the one is for SDS and other is the for the another other market detailing software which are available. So in SDS, if you can see the user input is very less. So you have to give very less inputs. Like you give the model main basic framing, then you give the standard of fabrication and loads, and SDS gives you auto applied connection, connection types, bolt material, also with the design calculation. So if you see, since the user input is very less, there are very less chances of having human error. And also the project timeline gets, shortened. While if you use any other detailing software, you can see the time consumed is more. And since the user input is more, there are more chances of having human error. So through this diagram, you can understand like why a designing component is required in a detailing software. So nowadays, you know that whenever a job lands to a detailer, he is also given a responsibility for doing the connection design, or he has to coordinate with the connection designer. So if you have a connection design engine in your software itself, you can easily design a connection. You can send the calcs to your designer, and the to and fro communication between the designer and the fabricator will get squeezed out. So yeah, basically the non-profitable time, which is do not giving you any income, will get shortened. So and it is a very beneficial tool for a detailer. Now, this is just a video to showcase how the connection design works in SDS. So as you add the beam, so we have a, so as you add the beam, we have an option for auto standard connection. Once you do that, and as you add the beam, automatically the connections are generated. This is the design calculation, which is extracted out from the software itself, which you can also submit to your uh, fabricator or your reviewer. You can also optimize the connection if you want. So here the clip angle connection is changed to a shear tap connection. You can also change the number of bolt rows if required. You can also change the load, and based on which the connection will automatically get changed. So in short, SDS does not just pick the connection from any connection library, but it actually evaluates the framing situation and it generates the connection for you. So the next feature of SDS is constructable and erectability. So whenever SDS is generating any connection, it also checks that the material availability of the area, then the space validation for bolting, then any clashing during installation. It also checks any possible field and shop errors, the galvanization tank size, connection compatibility, and other various factors which can cause a field or a shop issue. So if you see a typical example at number one situation, the SDS has provided a cut at the top flange directly to, to provide a clearance for installation. Then at the bottom also, SDS has provided a cope to, for ease of drop down connection. Then at the third and fourth situation, SDS has has checked the space validation for the bolt. And the fifth situation, if you see, there is a stiffener at the column web. So can create a issue in the drop-down connection. So SDS has provided a extended tap connection. And here SDS has generated a shared clip angle connection. So this is just a video to showcase how the constructive and erectable connection works. So you can see as the connection is added, the brace is auto adjusted at the bottom of the beam flange, and cuts are provided at top and bottom flange of the beam for bolt clearance and ease of drop down connection. Then as you rotate the column, the cuts are transferred to the adjacent beam for erection feasibility. And this is all system generated. There is no user involvement. The SDS has a fabrication intelligence in itself, which can analyze the erection feasibility at site, and also can check the constructible connection. So here you can see the shear tabs are added. So SDS has automatically generated and chain modified the connection to extended tab since TC bolts are there, and a special gun is required for installation. Then the next thing is complete node connection. So what does this mean? It means like if you're doing any connection or you're modifying any connection on one face of column, so SDS will automatically analyze and it will modify the connections which are coming on the other faces of column. So if, for example, if you are modifying a shear tab connection to a moment connection and shear tabs are added or stiffness are added in the column web, so SDS will automatically analyze and will modify the connections on which are coming into the web. Then complete optimization is whenever a connection is generated through SDS, user can modify the connection as in then required. Complete structure is if you have a typical connection or you feed the auto standard connection into the system, you can apply the connection to the entire structure with one single go, and it saves a lot of time. The next best feature we have in SDS is connection cube. So in SDS, currently what detailers are doing, if they have to send any connection query to a designer or an engineer, so what they have to do, they take a PDF snap and they put all the dimensions manually and then they send it to reviewer, and it takes a lot of time, and at times it is very confusing for the reviewer also, that he do not able to understand what exactly the question is. So for that, SDS has a very good option that is called as connection cube, where you can select the connection and you can generate a report. So I have a small video for that, for explaining how the connection design report is generated. So you can see this is a connection. So you can directly add a connection cube option. You have a connection cube add where you can select that, and you can select the connection which you want to send to the reviewer, and you can add a cube here. Once the cube is added, you can include what all drawings, what all reports, what all bolt criteria you want to include, and you can generate a report based on all the parameters. And when you double click, the report is generated. This is another option which is added in 2025 version, where you can directly, you have to turn this on from the display command. You can provide a name to that report, or you can also tag it with the beam number. You can also include the schedule of minimum. Sorry. So I'll just show you the report. I think there is an issue with the video. So the next option which SDS provide is auto piece marking. So what is auto piece marking? So if you take any other detailing software, at the time of modeling, the piece marking is not allocated. Then after modeling, you have to go to a complete version and then you have to add the piece marking. But in SDS, as you add a member, a system generated piece mark is assigned to that particular beam or column. Then if you can see here, if the members are identical, they get clubbed and one single piece mark is given. So later, if you are, for example, adding 10 beams, identical beams, and then later you are adding any, material operation, SDS will prompt and it will ask you whether you want to have the similar change in other, other beams. So that is the best feature where you can, do any material operation in one single go in multiple members. And the second best feature of having auto piece marking is you can track the members. Now, SDS also provides a free viewer. So if you talk about any competitor software, they do not have a drafting version and they do not have a free viewer license. But SDS gives you ultimate version for Indian profile, and also it provides a free viewer license. Then SDS, since in SDS connection design engine is there, so you feed a lot of data before starting the project, or you can import it from any old project or a seed file. So when you generate the drawings, a lot of information is already there, like your wells, like your member profile, bill of material, field bolt list. If you want to add your connection reaction reports or the design loads, that also can be added. The elevations are added, so the material setbacks are added. If the clip angle or any connection is there, the material information is added. The whole dimension and whole placements and RD marks, everything is added into the drawing. And basically the drawings are almost 60 to 70% detail, because in SDS you have set detailing templates. Then all the drawings which come out of SDS are also hyperlinked with each other. So what does this mean is, if you are extracting all the drawings, so if you have any erection plan, so if you click any piece mark, it will automatically take you to that shop or a gather drawing or part drawing. So it will save your time in going to and fro. Also, SDS have direct components for adding complex geometries like stair, handrail, ladders, miscellaneous assemblies, four stops, girt and purlins, clavis and turnbuckles. So I'll just play a video to showcase how easy it is to add a stair and handrail in SDS. So you can directly import a drawing into SDS, and then through quick stair adding command, you can directly just add a stair. You just have to select the nosing point and the entire stair tower gets erected. Then for adding handle, you have a direct command for adding quick handle. You just, it will give you a skeleton. Then you, if you want, you can change the post spacing. Okay, the stair type, the tread type, the railing profile, the turn and the return. If you want ends to be P post or, splice or just a P end. So there are a lot of features which you can do. So basically, this commands give you, feasibility to add these kind of miscellaneous assemblies in one single go. So, Shweta, can we post the second poll? Shweta?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it visible on the screen? The second poll. Which
Yes,
software solutions are you currently using to execute steel detailing projects in India?
yes.
There are some of the options you can select from. And if you have anything else to say, then you can send it on chat. Let's give everyone a couple of seconds to complete this. Mohit, are you able to see the results?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can proceed now, Mohit.
Okay. Thank you for your polls. So we'll move to the next key feature of SDS, that is live user modeling. So as I can see, a lot of users are using different steel detailing solution. So generally the other software, how the things work is if two users are working, so if first user has added any steel, until the time he do not save his work on the server, the other person cannot see it. But in SDS, there is a feature of real-time working. So as one user is adding a column or and the other user is adding a beam, both person can see what is happening in the model in a real-time basis. So this can help in, dividing the work in more efficient way, and it can also save top type of, last moment surprises where you will find some steel is clashing with another. So this is a good feature of SDS where the entire team can see the project in real time. Then there is a very good feature of SDS, that is status display feature, where you can filter the entire structure, the entire model on parameters like existing steel or what is the project status, whether it is completed, issued for approval or issued for fabrication. Then you can also filter it based on the member, so member profile, member type, or then a material option is there. Then on based of connection, then based on whether the connections are failed or not, then type of bolts, type of weld, or sequencing, or what is the zone. So there are a lot of parameters based on which you can filter the entire model. So now how it will help you, for example, if you are running a project and it's a big project, and in middle of the project you got to know that one particular profile size is not available and you have to change it. So with this filtration option you can just isolate those particular steel profiles from the entire bunch of the project, and without failing. So this is a very good feature for reviewer and for checkers also, if they want to filter the entire steel, and also for the modelers. So if modeler can provide or can place a project status into your main model, the checker can easily isolate and allocate work to your detailers using this feature. Then SDS has partnership and integration with most of the market popular softwares. So in fabrication management software, SDS can provide a KSS file, a Fabtrol file. It has integration with InfoSight, P2, Radley, then Steel Projects, Stromis, and Teclap Alpha. Then in design and structural element, SDS has integration with Revit, with Autodesk, Hexagon, MIDisk, the MITech, Corebrace, Durafuse, Arisa, and Simpson Strongtime. Then in automated equipment, SDS has integration with Bentech, uh, then Lightning Rail, Lincoln Electric, Padagis, Shop Data, FISIP. Toyota, Siemens, Wortmann, AGT Robotics, and there are many more companies. In report SDS, you can take out bill of material report, material summaries, cut list, bolt list, field post and shop bolt type list, then point to point bolt list, bill of material reports, and you can also customize reports. Also from SDS, you can export 2D and 3D drawings. So in 2D drawings, you can take out DWG, DXF, DXB, DGN, and PDF. And in 3D, you can take out files like CIS2, IFC, DGN, DWG, IGES, STEP, SDNF, XML, E57, XML, Revit, and .ntl. Moving forward, SDS has a cloud collaboration platform that is called as BIM Plus. Every user of SDS can access that. From a toolbox, you can download a plugin for BIM Plus. It will get integrated into your main SDS2 software, and you can directly upload model into a BIM Plus from your SDS2 software itself. So for accessing BIM Plus, you have to go to any browser and you have to type portal.bimplus.net, and you have to create your own login where you can see your projects. In BIM Plus, you have some basic markup tools, quantity takeoff, navigation, issue list, and there are more key features which you can, see in BIM Plus, which can be you can send a model to your reviewer who do not have a SDS license, and he can review and put basic markups on, your model. And also you can attach the drawings while sending the drawings and connection reports while sending this model to your reviewer. So now I will just showcase a few projects which are done in SDS. So this is a Jocelyn Art Museum expansion. So if you can see, this is a non-linear building, and it has some very complex brace connection, which you can see in image. And then this is the final erection image of the building. Then there is a Gillette Stadium North End Zone renovation. In this building, you can see the model image versus the live site images. So you can see the green color Y-shaped columns, which are very critical to do, and it is being executed in SDS2. Then there is another project that is Heritage Trail West. So in this project, you can see two pillars. So the entire circular platform was, connected and hanged from these two pillars through using rod braces. These are the drawings. And these are the model images of the project. And these are the live on-site images. Then this is the last building which I want to show you. So this is Deloitte Summit Tower, Canada. In this, you can see there is a main concrete tower from which this box type of structure was, connected. So in this, you can see these kind of complex connections were there, which was executed in SDS2. This is the drawing plan view, and this is the model image of this project. This is the modeled connection versus the on-site connection. These are the images what we have in the drawings for the connections. And thank you. This is the SDS2 support ID and India sale ID. You can just keep a note of it. And we also have the Nemetschek India website where you can visit for all the products and other information. Now I will quickly jump on to the demo part. So if anyone wants to note this ID, I'll just keep this window for some time. Now moving on to demo part, so this is the SDS2 Indian version. You can see this is in SDS2, you do not have a separate modeling and detailing. In SDS2 for India version, we have only one unit, that is SDS2 Ultimate, that is a complete license. And we are also offering this license at an introductory price for Indian market. Here, the new tool which is launched, that is all plan profile catalog. So you can directly, go here. You can just select the project, and from here you can choose which profile size you want into the project. So I'll go into Indian, and you can see all the Indian projects profiles are there. So I will just select any ISMB and I'll try to import this. So similarly, you have profiles for channel, angle, pipe, then WT, rods. So I'll just simply import this. So you can see all selected profiles are already in SDS2 because I have already imported it. So there is no chance of duplication. Then the profiles which are imported, you can see it into your shapes and properties. So you can see all the Indian profiles are here. All channel profiles are here, ISMC, ISMJ. All angles, ISA are there. For pipe also, you have ISCHS profiles available in the version. Also, you have British profile size available, which are being used by Tata and Jindal Steel. So I'll just open the SDS2 model. So I have prepared a small model from ISMB and Indian profile sizes. So I'll quickly just go to, I'll just explain you. This is the lightning mode. So this is the layout option where you have all your, different views which you want to open. And then you have your save area and save image, which is for your erection drawing. This is for adding any grid lines, any curved grid lines. This is for plan view. This is for taking any section view. This is for, undo. This is for depth check and navigation. This is for snap to surface. This is for construction of construction line. This is for erasing any construction line. This is for circular construction line. Then you have second option as member. So if you go to member, you have all the options for adding any members, like your what you have in your older classic mode. So currently I'm in lightning mode. So you have all the all the main members you can add from this profile. There are also few quick tools for adding column, beam, vertical braces, horizontal braces, or joist. Then you can also add have a plugin for adding anchor bolt, then your stair, cage ladder, railings, port stops, girts, hoppers, and purlins. You also have option for adding a quick stair and a quick railing, adding your embeds, adding any concrete members like your footing and concrete slab. You can also add any wall systems, any rebar systems using this, and this is for undelete option. Then you have material option where you can add any material. So you can add any plates, any flat bars. Then you can add clevis turnbuckle. You can add floor plates like your grating and checkered plates and deck. Then you can add any component like cap plates and then best plate shear keys. You can also add rebar systems. You can add any safety lines holes. Then you can add any stiffener column reinforcement using these commands. Then you can add port stops, you can add bolt holes, then studs and welds using these commands. Then this is a drawing command. Since this is a complete version, you can directly sheet load and detail a drawing from here. So this is a drafting option where you can have the erection placement option. Then this is for connection cubes. This is for detailing any member. This is for detailing any material, and sheet is for sheet loading, the auto sheet loading command. You can also print any or plot any sheet from using the printer option. Then this is a toolbox where you can have the dimension, you can measure dimension, you can import drawings, and you can add any crane placement drawings. Then this is the display command where you have your display feature option. Then you have your filtration option. So I'll just show you the filtration option. So in this, for example, I'll just put a beam as galvanized. I'll just put a beam as galvanized. And then I'll just put a filtration option here. So instead of this, I'll just put a member status and I want the member to be galvanized. Sorry, member status, member galvanized. And I can put a color if I want. So I'll put a green color and just press OK. So you can see all these three beams are galvanized out of my entire structure. So this command is very useful if you want to isolate or filter any particular steel. You can turn this command directly using this option with one single click. You have option for splitting the screen. So you have also have the option here also. If you want, you can split the screen and you can, use both the screens simultaneously. Okay. Then you have your import options. So in SDS, you can directly import or export any model from this command. You can also find this command on your main screen also. So you have import, export, and report command, which is same what you have here, import, export, and report command. And also you have your toolbox command where in SDS, if you go on to the main site, SDS2. So here you can go to support, you can go to SDS toolbox and you can see a lot of toolbox options are there, which you can download. So all plan profile catalog is there. Similarly, you have BIM plus upload also. So you just have to go more to more option and then you can just have to download in which version you are working. So for this, the plugin is available for 2024 and 25. So you can download this and once you install it, it will get directly, attached from with your main SDS2 model in the toolbox command option. So I have imported almost all the commands. Then one more thing I just want to show you. So if you go on to the home page, you have commands here, which is your learning command where you can learn the new features. There are small videos if you want to see. If you go to the new features, so you have all 2025, 2023 small 1 minute videos which you can go and you can learn what is being updated into the new versions. So these all the new commands from 2022. These are all the new commands from 2021 which are added. So similarly you have for older versions also. Then you have getting started videos. So if somebody is new and he want to learn SDS, so he can review these videos. So these videos are, basic videos. So how to draw a construction line, how to create a project. So all the basic things. Then you have online training also. These are small training and you get a certification in the end. You have support option where this is for contacting us. And this is a technical support option where if this is an online help tool. So if you go here, you have your frequently asked questions. Sorry, I think there is some issue with the site. I think currently the page is not visible. I'm sorry. So I think we can directly go on to the. So from here also you can go to technical support center. So this is the basic site where you can go getting started videos. You have online help, you have FAQs also. So FAQs, if you have any doubt regarding licensing, regarding modeling, drafting, import, export, your networking, how to install a new license, MRP exports, general template settings. So you have everything mentioned here. And other than that, you have also a few more options available. You can go to you should review all SDS2 toolboxing. You can have training consultation. You have video tutorials. You have getting started videos. So as you click, you can find all the SDS related FAQs here. Then you have add-on options where this is basically for toolbox. So if you click here, you can directly go on to the toolbox. And integration is basically it will give you a more in depth of with what all companies SDS has integration with. Then in Explore, you can go to our webinars. You can attend our Steel Awards, whatever going in SDS in the background. Then this is the community where you can visit our YouTube pages, our Instagram, LinkedIn, SDS2 forums and newsletters. So I'll open the SDS2 model. So this is a small model. It has already been created. So I'll just add a few members and show you how the SDS2 Indian version works. So we'll go to the command, that is navigation command, and we are on 0 elevation. Now we'll add a column. So for adding a column, we have a direct tool, that is adding a column tool. So now if I have to add a column, the profile size is ISSC 250 by 250 by 86. So I'll directly add this. I choose a repeat command where I can directly add the second column. The above column is 90-degree. Sorry, I'll just process the members. This column is rotated by 90-degree and the top elevation is correct. So now if I rotate the model and if I just remove, so you can see automatically all the connections are generated for this. Now we'll add a beam. So we'll go to the another elevation, that is 4624 mm. So we are here. Now we'll add the beams. So we have a direct command for adding a beam. We can go to beam. The beam profile is ISMB 450 by 150 by 72. So we quickly just here to here, we'll add a beam. From here to here, we'll add a beam. So you can see the beams are added. Now, the best thing about SDS is if you want to change. So currently I have a clip angle connection at this side and I have a shear tab connection at this end. So when I double click, you can easily see. So this is a auto standard connection. This is a web plate connection. And you can see the load for both the members are different. So if I change, I can modify any connection. I can go and I can choose this also as an auto standard. You can see the loads are automatically changed. When I press OK, the connection is modified. I also want to show you one more thing. So if you go onto the project settings and if you go to design settings, you have IS 800 codes. So whenever generate a beam, so if I go and if I double click this beam, I extract a report. So you can see this report is generated in IS 800 code. You can see all the parameters like the section size, sequence, ABM, plan length, camber, and all the member related information like material grade, yield strength, tensile strength. All the parameters are being calculated. Also, there is one more thing I want to show you. So if you go down in this calculation, you can see here. So all the parameters, for example, bolt bearing on beam web, it has considered a number 20 and it has also marked the IS code from where it has considered the reference table. So it has taken this number from IS 10.3.4 CLAW. So you can send this entire report to your designer and he can review this. Also, there is this is the connection cube report which I was showing you. So you can see whenever you generate a connection report, it includes your schedule of minimum. Then it includes a snap of the connection. Then it also have a small 3D image of the connection, which your designer can review. Then it also includes all the calculation, all the AIC or IS code table, and all the expanded calculation, how it has, came up with the connection. So what is the bolt length? What is the material thickness? How it SDS has calculated. SDS will give you the entire calculation attached with your connection cube report, and this you can directly submit to your designer for review if you face any issue with any particular connection. Also, there is one more thing I just want to show you. So in SDS, you can directly import any drawing. So if I go here, I can import a drawing into the model, which can help me in, directly placing the members. So if I go here and if I snap the surface, you can see I can directly add the members using this layout. So all the members are added and all the connections are generated. There is one more thing. If I want to change, I try to change the load of any particular connection. Sorry, I just have to see. This is the left hand side connection. So if I go here and if I try to change the load, so you can see this connection at this time. So if I change the load to 300, if I press OK, so you can see the connection is as in then modified. So these connections are not just copy pasted from a library, but SDS analyze and generate these connections. So I'll just. So that's all from my end for today's session. We can have any question and answers if anyone have. Shweta?
Yes, guys, you can raise your
Mhm.
hands or put your questions in chats or Q&A.
Yes.
Mohit is here to answer your questions.
And later also, if you have any query, you can put it into our India support ID, where I can answer any questions. Or if you want to purchase any license, you can directly contact our sales division for license. I'll just copy those email IDs into the chat. Yeah. So the question is, piece marking is available in ISO standards. IS standards. So I exactly don't get it. Yeah. So if suppose your customer wants the piece marking, so the system piece mark is given to a member, for example, B underscore, but later you have the full control. You can change the piece marking. Yeah, the piece marking is okay. Yes, you can do that. Any other question? Mitra ji, can you place your email ID also? So if anyone wants to know the SDS2 India pricing, you can directly write an email to Mitra ji or onto our sale ID for any further information. Thank you. First year piece mark is not showing while member edit. Is this possible to make it happen? Okay. Yes, it is possible. STL piece mark was already shown. I'll again share my screen. Sure. So if you can see my screen, I'll just turn off the drawings for a better visibility. So if you double click this, you can see the stair piece mark is there, M_84, and you can change it. Okay, I'll also show one more thing. So if you want to add a stair or a railing, it is very easy. So I'll just show you that also. So if we are here, we'll just take a section. I'll take a section mark from here to here. So now I have already drawn the construction lines for this. So with the member edition, you have a quick stair edition tool where you can just have to put the nosing line. So in this window, all the information is there. If you want to feed any other information, you can do that. I'll just press OK. And the member is processing. So the stair is added. So currently this is the structure which is I have. Now what I can do is I can, sorry. Can copy the member profile and I can edit this. Okay, so you can see the member profile is generated. I can change the thread setting. So I can, if I want to change the thread. So what I can do is in thread setting, I can, instead of schedule one, I can choose as another schedule. So it came as a greeting thread. Now, if I want to add any, any side rail. So for that also, you have a quick command for adding handrail to stranger. So I just have to, select this side railing and sorry, I just have to select this, add a stranger to this. So this is added. Then I have my skeleton. So if I want to change anything, I can do, or I can just press OK and later. So the member is processing. So later I can modify it as in then required. So I can double click. It is opening. Yeah. So this window is there where I can modify. I have my review option. I can change the post to a P end. Then I have all my, commands where I can, if I want to fill it with a mash or picket, whether I want a grabbing bar or not. Okay. Whether I want what railing profile I want, then what is my mash detail, end details. So here I have my mid rail toe plates and grabbing bar. Also, I can, instead of plain end, I can return to post at both sides. Then I have my toe plates, grab bar details. You can have H and V value, which you can modify here. Then you have your main section also where you have your connection with the bottom. Then you have closer plate if you want, or intermediate post details. Okay, spacing you can define. Then you have your right return, you have your corner post and your return to do. So if I press OK, I can modify it can be modified. It is processing and it is somehow modified. You can see I have modified this as a P end and this is returned to this. So this is how easy it is to add any, miscellaneous assembly or any railing to in a steel structure. Any other question? Do you have spiral beams, curved members? Yes, we have. What we can do is, I'll just show you one thing. Okay. So if you see here, I can modify any beam. So if I double click, you can see here. So I have option for rolling operation. If I do a rolling operation, I can have to define my camber in this. And I can also include a spiral offset in my beam. I can also give the rolling radius. So through this box, you can do the spiral and the curved members. Okay, Vaibhav told, shall we proceed with SDS2 software modeling for circular platform and equipment platform? Yes, you can do that. For circular platform, the only thing you will not find is you can add a curved beam, you can add railings also. There is no problem. Currently, we do not have a direct component for spiral stair. But yes, you can add a spiral stair using this command. But yes, you can do a circular platform. We have done a lot of projects in which circular platforms are there. Is parametric modeling possible in SDS2 Indian version? So if I Swati, I'll tell you, in from 2023 itself, the parametric modeling is discontinued. So you do not have parametric. Instead, SDS has moved from Python based platform to a API platform where we have C#. So even in fact, from next release 2026, the classic mode will get discontinued. We only have a lightning mode. We do
This is
not
for
have
all.
a parallel.
This is Mohit. This is for all versions, Indian and
All,
US
yes, this
both.
is for all version. Correct, correct. This is for all version. So we do not have a parametric modeling in SDS from 2023 itself. So that's why they have added a lot of components which are API based, and also in Toolbox you will find a lot of commands where you can add leveling plates, and small components, and they're also upgrading their Toolbox commands. Any other questions?
Mohit, there are two more questions in the Q&A section. So they're asking
Uh,
if adding concrete steps or stairs is possible.
where it is?
Q&A section.
Okay, Q&A. Okay, just give me a moment. I'm opening. So adding concrete step and stair possible. Actually, you have an option for adding a concrete slab, and you can also perform cutting operation into a concrete step. So you can obviously make a stair, but you have to perform a lot of operations. So you can add a complete concrete slab, and then you can give cutting operations for making it look like a stair, and from where we can get the Indian sections. So I already showed you. I'll again show you. Just give me a moment. Yeah. So what you have to do is you have to go to SDS2. Okay. Is my screen visible, Shweta?
Yes, Mohit.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Okay. Okay. So you can go to support. Okay. So first I'll show you where to download Indian version. So you can go to a download center. So whenever you're downloading a SDS, you have an option for Indian version, and you can download an Indian software from here. Then the second question is how to download the SDS2 Indian license. So you have to go to Toolbox. So in Toolbox, you have a All Plan Profile Catalog. You have to just download this software. Also, All Plan Profile Catalog is only available for currently for 2025 and higher version only. So you download this. Once it is downloaded, you have to run this. Then a command like this will open. Just a window like this will open. You have to just select the repository where your project is. Then you have to select what project you want to import those profiles. Then you have to select the region. So what profile size you want to import, British, Indian. So for example, this is Indian version. I'll select Indian. Then you have to select the Indian profile which you want to import. So ISMB, I'll just have to select this. So this will get included. I have to select any other. So I can just include it here. Okay, further, if I want to select any particular sizes, not all the sizes. So for example, angle, if I go and I select ISA, and so if I select this, so then if I go to import, so that directly these profiles which will get imported into my main license. So I'll try this for you. So it is already there. So once it is imported, so when you open your main license and you go to utilities and shapes and properties, here you can see all the profiles are imported. So you can see all ISJB, ISHB, ISMB, ISLB sizes. Then you have your channel, that is ISMC, ISJC, ISLC. Then you have your angle, that is ISA. You also have IS, EA and UA. EA is equal length and UA is unequal length. Then you have your W shapes, that is IPET, and then you have your pipe also, that is ISCHS and ISRHS. Then you have HSS, that is ISRHS. And you have option for built up sections also. You have options for plated section. In SDS, you can also add a cold form steel. So you can see all the values here. So D and TFW, TG1, TG2. So you can just input these values here. The value is written here. So if you input, the profile gets imported here. You can also add a cold form Z shape. You can also add cruciform WFWT, cruciform WF plate, plate and WT and cruciform plate section for your project. We also have option for railings. We have also option for turnbuckle. You can add clavis. You can add round bars, beaded flats, and ST you can add. S shapes also we have. So I hope, Chandan, I answered your question. Yes, Karthikeyan.